Are you looking for the best budget and cheap projectors? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best projectors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Hisense M2 Pro. M2 Pro. If you're shopping for the best budget projector, the Hisense M2 Pro is our pick. It typically sits a bit above $1,000 at regular pricing, but it often dips close enough on sale to earn a spot in the budget tier, and at that price, it's a standout. It's a compact triple laser model that delivers a sharp pixel-shifted 4K image and a very wide color gamut, so movies and games look punchy and saturated in HDR instead of dull and washed out. It isn't meant for bright living rooms, but it has enough light output for evening viewing and looks best once you dim the room. Contrast is strong for a small DLP projector, giving darker scenes more depth than you'd expect at this price. It's also responsive for gaming, and it feels especially snappy at 1080p at 240Hz, which is rare in the budget space. Where the Hisense really separates itself from cheaper options is how complete it feels out of the box. It has a built-in smart platform with official Netflix support, plus casting, so you don't need to plan around a streaming stick. Setup is also easy thanks to autofocus and auto-correction tools that help you get a squared image quickly. Connectivity is modern, with HDMI and eARC support for a soundbar or AVR, and its built-in speakers are good enough to get started. Overall, the Hisense M2 Pro is the best budget pick if you want strong color and 4K detail without giving up a smooth, responsive gaming experience. At number 2. Epson Home Cinema 1080. If you're after the best budget bright room projector, the Epson Home Cinema 1080 is the pick. It's priced under $1,000 and throws a very bright 1080p image that holds up in moderately lit rooms. It's a 3 LCD projector, so you don't get the rainbow artifacts some people see on DLP models, but its dark room performance is limited by its inadequate contrast. Colors aren't especially vivid, but they're impressively accurate out of the box and don't need calibration. For gaming, it's limited to 1080p at 60Hz with noticeable input lag, and game mode doesn't reduce it, so it's best for slow single-player or turn-based titles rather than fast action games. At 5.9 pounds, it's easy to move, and the automatic vertical keystone can tidy the image when you change the projection angle. An optical zoom helps you size the picture without moving the projector. The connectivity is straightforward: 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, a USB-B port for control, and Wi-Fi 5 with Miracast for screen mirroring. There's no built-in smart platform, but you can power a streaming stick from the USB-A port for full app support. If you need a bright, hassle-free projector on a budget and plan to watch with some lights on, this is the strongest option. At number 3. ViewSonic PX701-4K. If you want the best budget gaming projector, pick the ViewSonic PX701-4K. It's not the nicest looking option in this price bracket, and the Hisense M2 Pro is both better looking and a bit faster overall, but the ViewSonic still makes sense if your priority is getting very responsive gaming performance for the lowest possible price. It accepts 4K signals via pixel shifting for a crisp image, and both HDMI inputs support 4K at 60Hz or 1080p at up to 240Hz, with game mode delivering very snappy controls. That makes it a strong fit for competitive PC shooters while still handling 60Hz console gaming without feeling sluggish. Brightness is solid for the price, so a small bias light won't hurt, though, like most affordable DLP models, it looks best in a darker room. If movies are higher on your list than games, it's still serviceable. Contrast is good, and 1080p looks sharp, but color accuracy is poor out of the box and doesn't improve much with calibration, so cinephiles should consider alternatives. The chassis is light at around 6.2 pounds, and setup is simple with automatic vertical keystone. There's no built-in smart platform or wireless casting, but the USB service port can power a streaming stick for apps. In short, if you mainly care about speed and high refresh on a tight budget, the ViewSonic PX701-4K is the value gaming pick. At number 4. LG CineBeam Q. If you're looking for the best budget portable projector, the LG CineBeam Q is the one to go for. It's genuinely tiny and easy to toss in a backpack, and the built-in carry handle makes quick moves from living room to balcony painless. There's no integrated battery, but it can run from USB-C power delivery, 65W or higher, so a compatible power bank covers picnics or patios without an outlet. Portability is helped by quick auto setup tools, like fast autofocus and Keystone, so you can set it down and get a tidy image quickly. Rounding out the package, it runs WebOS with full app support, including Netflix, and offers AirPlay/Screen Share, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth, making it simple to cast from your phone, use a hotspot, or pair a Bluetooth speaker. For gamers, its input lag is sadly too high for any serious gaming, as it's only adequate for slow turn-based titles, and even those feel sluggish. As a projector, it's on the dim side, typical for this class, but the RGB laser light engine delivers crisp 4K via pixel shift, with rich color and excellent contrast, making it excel in dark rooms. There's a single HDMI input and USB-C for power, but you can add a Bluetooth speaker for bigger sound. If you want a grab-and-go budget projector, this is the one to get. At number 5. NexiGo PJ40 Gen 3. If you're after the best cheap projector, the NexiGo PJ40 Gen 3 is the value pick to beat. Despite its low price, it puts up legitimately strong darkroom performance thanks to excellent native contrast that makes movies look punchy when the lights are off. It isn't bright enough to handle ambient light, and its color gamut is limited, so hues look a bit muted. Out-of-the-box accuracy is also off, so a quick calibration, or at least some basic tweaks, is recommended to get the most natural picture. For gaming, it can accept 4K/1440p inputs downscaled to 1080p, but there's no high refresh rate option, and input lag is high, making it best for slower single-player sessions rather than fast or competitive play. For the money, the feature set is generous. You get Bluetooth 5.1 and Wi-Fi with casting via Miracast and Apple AirPlay, plus a basic Android TV implementation that is usable in a pinch, but most people will prefer a streaming dongle for apps. There are 2 HDMI ports, one with ARC for easy soundbar hookup, along with 2 USB ports for direct playback. A built-in 20W speaker system is handy if you don't want extra gear, and there's a dedicated game mode and HDR10 support, though this remains an SDR-first projector. If you want maximum big screen bang per buck for darkrooms, the PJ40 Gen 3 is the standout cheap choice.